All right, we're going to look at practice test 2. So what we have here is it says write an algebraic expression or equation. Remember, an equation has an equal sign for what's given. So the first one says the product of a number and 10. Product. Product means multiplication of a number, which is n, and the number 10. So we just want to multiply n times 10. Number 2, little tricky. It says 6 taken away from a number. So 6 is being pulled away from the number. That means the number's already there and you're taking 6 away from it. Whenever you have this taken away from, this guy's going to come second, and that piece right there at the end is going to come first. That's a little tricky, but you've got to put that in memory. Number 3, a number increased by. Increased by means added. So you have a number and you increased or you added 4 to it. Number 4, product. Product means multiplication of 3 and a number. So we have 3 times a number equals. Okay, so we have an equal sign. The sum, what does sum mean? Sum means addition of the number and 5. Of the number and 5. Sum meaning addition. A number less. Less just means minus, subtract. A number less or subtract 4. The sum of a number and 10, let's move the screen down a touch. The sum meaning addition of a number and 10. So addition of a number and 10 is equal to, so theirs is equal to, the product multiplication of the number and 5, n times 5. All right. Number 7, a number taken away from. All it's that part where this guy's going to come first because a number is being taken away from the 2. So you have the 2 and you're taking a number away from it. It equals, so we don't forget our equal sign, the sum means addition of that number and 4. So the addition of that number and 4. There's our expression parts that we have. We need to know for the test. Next page, okay. Well, now what we have is we have order of operations. So we must remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or PEMDAS. Now remember, multiply, divide, it's going to be whoever comes first. And add and subtractor of the same power, whoever comes first. So when we look at this, I'm going to do the parentheses first. So I'm going to do one step at a time. 20 minus 2 times 3 minus 1 is 2. Once I have this as a single number, as I do right here of 2, I go ahead and drop the parentheses. And that squaring falls on it. Now you have subtraction, multiplication, and an exponent. So the exponent is going to come next. So 20 minus 2 times 4. Now I see subtraction, multiplication. Multiplication's next. So 20 minus 8. And that then gives us our answer of 12. Let's look at another one. Ooh, we have quite a few squaring in this guy. A lot of exponents. So we're going to do parentheses first. I'm just going to do the first one. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So it's 5 squared times. I'm just going to write this as it is. Do one thing at a time so I don't get confused. I'm now going to do parentheses next. So it's still 5 squared times, what do we have? In parentheses, you have subtraction and an exponent. So we're going to do that exponent first. Okay, one step at a time. I still have parentheses, so I'm going to do those. So it's 5 squared times 4 minus 2 is 2. Now that there's a single number in there, the parentheses can fall off, and you have a square right there. So who comes next? Well, you have 2 exponents. So just do the first one. So it's 25 times 2 squared. Now I will do the next exponent, 25 times 4, and 100. Granted, I wrote out quite a few steps here, but I never made a mistake because I was doing one thing at a time, so I never got confused. Number 10. Quite a few divisions, but I see an exponent. That's the most powerful. So we're going to have 20 divided by 10, divided by 2, plus 1 times 1 is 1. We often try to say 2. No, it's 1 times 1. So now I see division, division, addition. I do the first division that comes. So this guy's going to get done first. 20 divided by 10 is how much? 2. Divided by that 2 plus 1. Now division is more powerful than addition. 2 divided by 2 is 1, plus 1. Final answer of 2 for number 10. All right, number 11. 11 through 13, let A be 10, B 5, C 2, and Y 1. Evaluate each. Okay, so I have A times B. What is A? 10 times what is B? 5 plus B is 5 times what is C? 2. So now just follow the order of operations like we did with the last 3 problems. So I'm going to do this multiplication first. Then I'll do that 5 times 2 multiplication because that's more powerful than addition. And I'll get my answer of 60. That's easy enough. Number 12. I'm just going to plug in what they're worth. A again is 10 times B is 5 minus 5 times A, 10 squared. Okay, so A times B minus 5 times A, all squared. Well, this is going to be pretty easy, I think. So we're going to do everything in parentheses first. I'm going to do that multiplication first because it came first. I'm now going to do the next multiplication. 50 minus 50 squared. 50 minus 50 is 0. Now that I have a single number inside the parentheses, I can drop them. And the squaring falls right on. And 0 times 0 is 0 for number 12. Number 13, CA squared. Okay, so C is 2 times 10 squared. Well, who comes first, the multiplying or the exponent? The exponent. So it's 10 times 10, 100. Boy, that was an easy one. 200. All right. The next part says simplify each expression using the distributive property where appropriate. With the first one, I'm just combining like terms. I see an n plus 6n, so that's 7 n's. Lose 4, lose 6. So if you lose 4 one day and then lose 6 the next, you've lost 10, so that's minus 10. 15, 2n, 3n, and an n. How much does that give you? That gives you 6 n's. Number-wise, positive 2 and positive 7, it's positive 9, plus 9. The next one has a's and b's, okay? There's 3 a's plus 8 a's. That makes 11 a's. A b plus another b. Now, that's a single b. One dog plus another dog gives you 2 of them. So we have 2 b's. And then number-wise, I have a positive 5, lose 2. That's just going to be plus 3. Number 17, the opposite of n, which is like a negative 1, another negative, another one, and another one. How much did you lose there? I lost here, 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 and here. Each time I lost 1. That's a loss of 5n. So that's negative 5n. And then putting these together, positive 6 with negative 10, that's a loss of 4. Now, you need to look at that 17 and think about that one. That's when I expect to trick some people. Number 18, we're finally going to use the distributive property. I'm going to distribute 5 through here and through to here. 5 times 2n is 10n. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus the 2n plus 6. Now just put together like terms. Those go together. That's 12n. And the 15 and 6 is 21. And number 19, going to have to distribute the 2 through here, and then the 5 through here, and then combine like terms. 2 times 2n is 4n. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 times 5n is 25n. 5 times 2 is 10. Now let's put together like terms. 4n and 25n, 29n. 4 and 10, 14. Okay. Few more that are a little bit more involved, more combining of like terms. So let's distribute through here and here. That's going to be 6n, 2 times the 3 minus 6, plus 2n minus 8. Now I have a 2 outside those parentheses, so I must distribute. So it's plus 10n, and then 2 plus 1 is 2. So let's see, we have 6n plus 2n plus 10n. That's a whole lot of gains. That looks like 18 ends. And now number-wise, we lost 6. Oh, no, lost 8. That's a loss of 14. Gained 2 of it back. So we lost 12 overall. Number 21. The 3 has to be distributed. Notice this. It has to be distributed 3 times through. And this guy's going to get distributed through also 3 times. So 3 times 2n, 6n. 3 times the 3a, 9a's. 3 times the 4 is the number 12. Distribute 3 through now. That's going to be 9n. 3 times 2a, 6a. And 3 times 5, 15. So we have n's, we have a's, and we have numbers. So 6n plus 9n, 15 n's. 9a plus 6a, 15 a's. And finally, 12 and 15 is 27 for the number. Okay. Number 22. Only things that are exactly the same can be put together. So this says 4 ch to the thirds. Are there any other ch to the thirds? Yes, right here. That's the only other one. So I have 4 of them plus 5 of them gives me 9 of those ch to the thirds. And then I have 2ch and a minus 4ch. They're both just plain ch's. So you gained 2, you lost 4, you lost 2 ch's. A few more. So we're going to distribute through the 3. 3 times that's 6n. 3 times the 4 is minus 12y. Now, we have to pay attention here. This is the trick. We want to distribute the 2 through, but remember, it's a negative 2. So a negative 2 times a positive 2 is a negative 4n. And a negative 2 when it hits this negative 3y. Well, remember, a negative times negative is positive. So that gives you positive 6y. Now we put things together. 6n minus 4n is 2n. Lose 12y, gain 6 of them back. You're still in the hole, 6y's. Well, let's look at 24. Distribute through. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times the minus 2, negative 10. And again, we have a negative 2 that's going to be distributed through, so we have to pay attention. Negative 2 times the 2x is minus 4x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Put your x's together. That's a single x. Lose 10, gain 6, loss of 4. All right, 25. We have 3 xy squareds. They can only go with other xy squareds. Here's an xy squared. And here's an xy squared, right? Yeah. 3 of them, 5 of them, 3 of them makes 11 xy squareds. X squared y's, x squared y's. Those are the same. So 6 xy squareds. All right, and now to the easier things. Classify the following as an expression or equation. Remember, an equation has an equal sign. There's an equal, there's an equal, there's an equal, not. So those that have an equal sign are equations. So this is an equation, this is an equation, this is an equation. He does not, therefore he is an expression. No equal sign on 30, so he is an expression. There's practice test 2 for you. I hope that helps.